This is, what really is amazing about this is I'm surprised that more Americans aren't eating this kind of thing in their backyard barbecues because it's such a great departure from a typical burger or dog.
Yes.
But it's perfect and it's refreshing and it's just so full of flavor. So we start out by making basically like a pork patty. All right, but you could use chicken, you could use turkey, you could use anything. I would recommend a lighter flavored meat because you want to taste all these herbs and things. So then to that, now I like to keep this really cold whenever I'm making either a sausage or a burger or a patty because that develops a protein called myosin, which acts like gluten in that it's stretchy and binds and will give you like that bouncy texture. If you've ever had like a great sausage patty, it's because of the way it's kept cold that whole time to develop the myosin. We got shallot. Shallots are used all over Southeast Asia. Also garlic. So that's going to give us,
A little bit of
the brunt of our flavor there. Then some herbs. We got some beautiful cilantro that's going in there. I use in any of my sausages or a lot of the burgers and stuff, I always like to bounce with a little fresh herbs.
Yeah, you're famous for your sausages.
Yes, I make all the sausages for Doghouse restaurants, Doghaus. So I'm kind of,
You're
that's
the
what I'm
sausage
into.
king.
Yeah. Okay, first of the secret ingredients, fish sauce, okay? Now, this turns some people sideways because it's so strong, but when you balance fish sauce with sugars and other things, it's just a source of umami flavor. It's just a tremendous ingredient.
Which is what you're looking for.
Yeah, and then
the umami. Yeah.
the other secret here is what's called black caramel.
Okay, where do you get black caramel?
You just take sugar and you start it in a pan with a little bit of water. You stir it, and then you don't stir it until it starts to look almost like coffee. And then you kill it, and then you just stir it up, add a little bit of water. And this is a secret ingredient that's used in a lot of Vietnamese cooking. You can find black caramel shrimp or black caramel pork. It's just another. I mean, what happens when you basically sear something? You're creating that Maillard reaction. You're creating all kinds of starches and nutty flavors.
And children know this stuff?
You'd be shocked at what these children know. Like, some of them grow up with these just really advanced palates. And it's just shocking, what they're exposed to.
Sure.
The thing with the kids as opposed to adults is kids know what they're going to do. They stay on task in a way that an adult that might have 30 years of experience, you say, here's a half hour, you have to cook something. They're drawing from 30 years of experience. They don't know where to start. The kid is just going to be like, I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and they waste no time, and they're just so on task and so focused.
All right, I'll finish mixing that.
Okay, so we're just going to mix that.
Next step. Okay.
All right, so then the dipping sauce is called the nuoc cham, which again is like there's sort of like a holy trinity when you combine that fish sauce with lime juice and palm sugar. So what we have is this is palm sugar or coconut sugar, and that's pretty much been dissolved in some water. To that, we're going to add some fish sauce again. That's all the salt for the dish. Freshly squeezed lime juice. Fresh squeezed, no substitute. A little Thai chili right here. Again, this isn't going to be.
Mark is really enjoying it. He hasn't stopped eating.
No, I'm actually trying to grow. I got
Fantastic.
And then
That's
a little
garlic?
garlic goes in there. And then this is just the dipping sauce called nuoc cham. It's used for spring rolls. It's used in a lot of Southeast Asian cooking. And this plus the pork patties are going to create sort of like a broth. So we're going to go in right with the pan. Now, like I said, this is great to do on a barbecue, but you can certainly do it inside as we're doing here. We have this really nice carbonized steel skillet. This is going to be a little smoky, Calabro, excuse me.
That's all right, man.
But then we get this nice patty here. It's about a two-ounce patty.
And how long do you have to cook it for?
You want to cook these probably, I'd say, 90 seconds aside, 3 to 5 minutes. If you have a thermometer, I like to temp them out at about 160 degrees. You don't want to go to 180, and you don't want to undercook the thing. I think cooking it to the right temperature is totally important. So, like I said, because of that caramel that's in there, it kind of gives the patty itself a little bit of off sweetness.
Can you come on tour with us?
Yeah, absolutely. Do we want to swap out?
Yeah.
Great. All right. So I'll show you how we bring this together. All right. So we have these beautiful patties. You can tell they're just cooked, right? I can just tell by touching them they're cooked through.
They look joiced.
So then we have this little setup here. Rice noodles, which have just been blanched.
Yeah.
Right?
Rice noodles.
Some julienne cucumber, a little romaine lettuce, a little carrot. And then these patties, now they're going to start to give up the juice and start to make the sauce for the dish. And
do you have to heat up the sauce? Does the sauce have to be?
Yeah, well, you know what? The sauce is actually cool. This is a warm and cool dish. That's, again, why I think it's such a great barbecue dish, because the patties are going to be nice and warm. But then you need this to kind of activate the noodles, and this is all gonna start to make great deliciousness. And then we
sorry, I
got.
can't wait.
No,
Look,
get
I
in
was
there,
like
get in there. And I just want to show you, like with a lot of Vietnamese food, I mean, it's really showcased for the fresh herbs.
Is that Thai basil?
There's Thai basil. There's a little mint in here, and so it's you know it's got all the things. What do you think?
Oh my
Isn't it
gosh,
good?
this is so good.